members, and it was set in a shed for probably over 10 years, and it hasn't ran. Covered it, and we decided I'd bring it home, and I was going to try to get it going. And so far, it does have spark. It does turn over, has spark, but as I was going through it, it's a strange bike because the 86, as far as I know, it's the first bike. It has, here I can show you, it has an air cleaner on the side of it, but this frame part up here is part of the air box, and then the carburetors hook into it, the frame. And that's unique. I've never ran across that before, but I think it runs down, and the tank is small because there's not a lot of room, but down here there's another tank, and I think it holds like 2 gallon, I'm not sure, and that's the tank. So I've ran into that, which is really odd about this. But so far I've started on this other side here. I had to remove, because what they're saying is you have to remove to get the carburetors out. I tried, the unbolted, but the only way to get them out, they're saying that you have to drop the motor down, take the motor mounts out, and drop the motor forward. And if you see, the frame here comes apart here and down here, and you got to take that piece out. In order to do that, of course, you have to take the forward controls off the brake, and I believe I'm going to have to take the radiator out, and I think that would be it, and then get to the motor mounts or whatever. But I got to do it the other side. But the problem with that is when I took the exhaust out, well, here's what come out of the exhaust, is that all that. I mean, it was clogged with a rat's nest, and that all come out of the exhaust here. But I think I pretty much got it cleaned out. But I'm gonna have to remove this other exhaust to get it cleaned out. So it's just really unique. Sorry about the mess in the garage. The garage is this is my workshop, and it's just been a mess because I had a problem with we had a big hailstorm, and my roof got damaged and my siding got damaged, and so we had to have a contractor, and we had trouble with contractors. And we finally found one. He did the roof, did it nice, did everything good. And then it came down to doing the siding. He started on the siding. He just would never show up. And when he showed up, he'd work like an hour and head home. I mean, he just wouldn't keep up with it. He made a mess everywhere. Left nails everywhere in my yard, the driveway, and he just made a mess. And then we found out he was in my shed. He was in here, my workshop, using my tools and stuff without permission. And it was just time. We just told him, it's time to get on down the road. We were done with him. This was back before Thanksgiving, and at that time, it was hard to find a contractor to do anything. So I took on the project of doing siding. Never really done siding altogether. I done some trim work and J-channel and stuff, but I never done any siding really. So I took it on, and we already had the materials here and everything. So I started on doing it, and my son Josh helped me, and my nephew Brandon and a guy that they worked with came out a couple Saturdays, and over the holidays we worked hard. It was pretty hard, and we got it all done. We had it all done before Christmas, and I finished up a lot of it myself. And but we had that done. But that's what happens when you're working. You come in and grab tools, throw tools back, throw this here, and we just never got caught up. So what my plan was here to get this take this exhaust off here, and I'm gonna have to take these forward controls off to get the exhaust off. And I'm not taking the back part, but I got to take these heat shields off. but the back part of the exhaust comes apart. But it seems like the exhaust are bolted onto that somehow. So I got to get into that. So I'm gonna let this place warm up. It is only 40 degrees in here, and I'm out of propane. I have a propane heater over there on the wall, but I'm out of propane, and there's the tank. And so all I'm doing, I got a little electric heater here that I'm trying to heat the place. I'd like to get these carbs out, but I'm thinking, you know, when I tried firing it and everything, it kind of fired a couple times, but the problem was, you know, it wasn't breathing. And I think this exhaust is probably clogged just as well with rat's nests. But it's a complete bike. Everything's here. I never cleaned it up or nothing. It's still covered with dust and dirt, but I figured I'd get it running first, and then I'd come back and pressure wash it and clean it up and get it running. And I mean, it ran. The owner said it did run when they parked it, and it must have, because if you look down here, the tires, look at that. I mean, it's someone was just burning the back tire off. And it's completely blowed, and the front tire is flat, and it's in bad shape too. The brakes are locked up. I had to disconnect the front brake off the rotor just to get it to move. So that's that for now, and stay tuned and see what you think. Okay, welcome back. Now, what I did, I removed these heat shields, and man, they was a bugger. These screws on there are so stripped out. Someone has already taken these off at one point, and but I got them off. Now we're gonna move these pegs and the gear shift and loosen up the exhaust and try to pull this exhaust off.
What you gotta do, you gotta get into that.
I'm gonna put these bolts back so I have them. Because things seem to get lost and you never see them again. Not in this place. Alright, now, finish taking these off. Alright. Just have to loosen them up enough that it's gonna slide off there. I'm trying to do it without blocking it. There, it's getting better. All right. Now, if I can twist that down. There we go. And then, should we go out? Like so. You can see a little bit of crud coming out of that one. We'll see. Oh, yeah, a little bit of carbon, but no rat's nest. Alright, so I'm going to put them back on the head. These manifold bolts. I guess that's what you would call them. Alright. And then that's off. And then I'm going to put these. I have all my parts. I just had this box over here, and I just got my parts. That's my tank, seats, and just other parts I got in there. So the shields were the worst thing to get off there. Shields really were tough. So I think the next thing I got to do is figure on getting them motor mounts out of there and see if that motor will drop down. Now I'm feeling a little bit warm in here. My head upside down all that time, and but it's still only it's about 48, so it's warming up a little bit in here. I think it's warming up a little bit outside. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take that brake off for the next thing. So I got a few things I gotta do, and I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll be back. Thanks for watching.